Previously on Dunk League Volume 2.
Wait, make sure you're gonna make it, bro. Come on, we're gonna make it.
Positivity,
okay,
bro.
Come on down.
Team Staples won the alley-oop challenge with an impressive group showing.
The winners are, by unanimous decision, Team Staples.
But it's time for the friendships and alliances formed in the team rounds to come to an end. Now, it's back to each dunker for themselves.
Welcome back. We're deep in the mix here in Volume 2. I'm your man, Mouthpiece, Commissioner, MC, and patron saint of the Dunk League. We got 8 dunkers left. Teamwork is through. This is elimination round. This next challenge is called One and Done, AKA the John Calipari. In this event, you've got one chance to throw down one dunk. The highest scorer will get the cash. And the lowest 2 ranked dunkers will go head to head for a chance to continue on. Welcome back, gentlemen. Challenge 8. This next round is called One and Done. The rules are simple. You get a chance to do a dunk of your choosing, and you each get the court to yourself. Nobody sees your dunk besides the judges. Remember, you get one attempt to complete the dunk. Only counts as an attempt if the ball hit the rim. So proceed with caution. Difficulty, style, and creativity are what the judges will be grading you on. You have 90 seconds for one attempt. The man with the highest score will get this guap. And the 2 with the lower score overall will go head to head in the dunk-off. Let's take a second to look at the rankings before we start. Michael Purdy has to step up this round, or he might meet his fate. And can Kill Gannon get past CJ? Let's get it poppin'.
I don't really know if I can make this dunk, but I'm feeling confident.
Right now, it's interesting because you don't know what other people are going to do. There's a lot on the line. You can play it safe, simple dunk, but lose to someone who gets after it. But at the same time, you could try something more challenging and miss and fall in the rankings. So right now, it's just pretty much fight or flight.
They don't see the back of the sand and all that sweat, tears, and frustration and pain, and then we go through when we work. There's a lot of work behind that. Nothing comes easy, so I go hard every time I can.
Crazy. I wouldn't expect him to try that. That's a hard dunk.
Yeah, off the bounce is tough. Because you only get one try, and you gotta do nobody knows what the other person did. Right. So they think, yeah, I gotta do something crazy to top it. It might only be about 2 or 3 maids.
People, especially in the dunk community, they see me as the man that's part of the group that's on the way up. I got a few dunks. I did come out real strong. Me being short and with the shortest reach, I can't just be doing simple things. So I had to come out with more of my unique dunks first, but I still have things ready. Maybe not the most unique, but maybe still just as powerful and just as exciting.
Strategy just the typical, man, just jump as high I possibly can. See where my body takes me and just finish. Because a lot of people might try something that they know they can't do just to impress them, but you have one try, that's Chance I got, just put one down hard, just getting out of here.
I like that.
We both know it wasn't a 10, and we know it wasn't horrible. It was somewhere in the middle, but it's like, let's see where the range is at.
I'm gonna have to get a little bit riskier. I do still plan on winning, so I just have to stick with the dunk I know it can make, and that will get a good score, and the rest is up to the judges.
You were right, man. Dudes are trying to go all out.
Yeah, they got
missing because
they don't know that.
One try and trying to do the most.
That's the beauty of this competition. That's this particular one.
So I go up there assuming that everyone made a crazy good dunk, and everyone was perfect. So that's how I gotta at least go into it. So if you're not going hard, go home.
The dunk, it was about how he did it, not about the actual dunk. Like, so if you like add some style to it, you flushed it in, made it look easy, it was fast, it was clean, that's what that matters.
Thinking about a two-hand switcher or 180 pump, something that add a little season, but enough to advance me. I've been kind of walking the fences on competition, so I'm kind of developing in the contest.
I think Mike Brady, I think he was smart to do something that was attainable, but not super duper hard, but still nice.
I'm just do what I do and just live with the result. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna add a little more creativity to it, so I feel like I can make it.
I'm just out here to have fun and let my work take care of itself.
There's no props, there's no anything. It's one ball, one dunk. It's pure, it's the art of dunking. This is as authentic as you can get. Man and ball, nobody around, just you. What can you come up with?
Jonathan Clark with a nice dunk to end the round. Come on, let's hear what the judges have to say.
I just think the competition went like I thought it was going to go. There's going to be a lot of difficult dunks being attempted, so there's going to be some misses. You only get one chance, there's going to be some misses.
Yeah, I feel like the guys that went all out, that tried to go for the home run, they all missed. So we know those would have been 10s if they would have went in, for example, Gee, CJ, a couple of these guys. But then the guys who did impressive but attainable, that was hard for me to score. I didn't really know, because they weren't 10s, but they weren't missed scores either. I think overall those guys came out on top. They said, hey, I'm gonna keep it simple enough to where I can do it, but still impress the judges. That's who won out this time.
Man, we just got through wrapping up Challenge 8, one and done. Each dunker had one chance and by themselves right here and had the focus to get the job done. And the winner of this here challenge, one and done, and unanimous decision by the judges, and he is Chris Staples, AKA Everybody Hates Chris. $50-20s, that's $1,000. Chris Staples, winner of the Challenge 8, one and done.
Appreciate it.
I see you, homie. $1,000 richer. These scores get added to the overall rankings. And now the two lowest overall rankings get to go head-to-head in the dunk-off. And here it is. The two bottom seeds gotta go head-to-head in the dunk-off. Jordan Kilgannon and Michael Purdy. Now let's look at the dunk generator and see what the challenge is. Single person prop for Jordan Kilgannon and Michael Purdy. Let's get it poppin'.
I'm not a prop guy, but I got enough to say I can do a prop. But we will see.
I mean, this is definitely a strength of mine. And I get to go second, so it's perfect.
We back to another elimination round between that man Jordan Kilgannon and Michael Purdy. Each dunker has 2 minutes and 3 attempts. First up, that man Michael Purdy. I see you, money. Next up, all the way from Canada, here come that man Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer.
This is one of the best ones.
In 3, 2,
greatness.
1, go!
We both know who won that. Mission Impossible. Jordan killed him. Who told you that? Who told you what time it was?
We just got through wrapping up that elimination round, single person prop. And the winner is, by unanimous decision, all the way from Canada, that man Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer. Shout out to that man representing Arizona to the fullest, that man Michael Purdy, AKA Like Mike.
See, I got a bad start from the beginning, so that kind of like up my whole regiment. But other than that, the contest has been smooth. Wasn't good enough. Dope experience, and I mean, you gotta live with what you can't win them all.
Welcome back to the Dunk League, Volume 2, here in NYC. The challenge up next, the wall. And these 7 men are gonna have to clear it time and time again as it gets higher and higher if they wanna get this money. Let's get it poppin'. Okay, here we go again. We call this the wall, and I don't believe I have to explain myself as to why. The height of the wall will be set at 42 inches. Each dunker must clear the wall and also make their dunk. If they hit the wall or can't make the dunk, they're out. Once everyone had gone, you guessed it, we raise it. 4 more inches, we'll keep going until one dunker is left. And that last survivor dunker gets 30 points and a stack. Let's get it poppin'.
Tough contest, but I think for the wall it benefits somebody who can jump off of 1 foot. So if you can jump off of 1, it's a little bit easier because you're kind of in motion as you lift that leg up. You already have half your body over where the 2-footer has to elevate and then tuck their knees under them or figure out how they get their knees over.
You know why? The ring, finding the rim. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never did anything like this. You see it in competitions a lot, and I tell myself, man, I never want to do this, but now I'm here. I'll do it. This is gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that like this ain't gonna be my strong suit. I got like the shortest legs here, so I gotta really kick to get over there. I'd be happy if I clear the first one and then take my adrenaline from there.
Man, here we go at challenge 9, the wall. Here we go, 42 inches. Clear the wall and dunk, you move on to the next round. First up, Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer. Dunk is finished by that man Kilgannon. Next up, CJ Champion. Hello! CJ Champion clears the wall. Next up, the arrogant one himself, Guy Dupuis. Next up, Antoine Ball. Hello! That man Jonathan Clark. Hello! Next up, here comes that man Chris Staples. Hello! Next up, that man Doug Anderson, AKA Dougie Fresh. Oh! Ooh! Doug Anderson slips and lets go of the ball. He is eliminated. Round for over the wall. Only one that didn't complete, that man Doug Anderson. Now we done raised the wall up. Next up, that man Jordan Kilgannon. Hello, CJ Champion. Jonathan Clark. Hello, Guy Dupuis. Hello, here comes Antoine Ball. Oh, no, that does not count. Antoine Ball is eliminated. Oh, man. Flashbacks again. Antoine Ball was the winner of last year's wall challenge, getting over 56 inches.
Just miss the ball slip. No excuse. That's it.
Here comes that man, Chris Staples. Hello! Let's raise that bad boy one more time. Antoine Ball, champion of the wall from last year, has an early exit and joins Doug on the bench. Now we up to 50 inches.
It's adrenaline, though. It's a lot of adrenaline. You gotta just have fun with it. And then you just gotta have an attitude. A lot of guys going up there and they're worried about the wall. And then they're not even thinking about the dunk. So my thing is worry about the dunk and just get as high as I can and push my knees up as high as they can go. And hopefully that gets me far enough to where I stay in contention or possibly win if someone misses.
Now the wall has been raised to 50 inches. Next up, Jordan Kilgannon.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
CJ Champion.
See, he getting over and punching that. They can't punch the ball though.
Guy Dupuis. Hello. Next up, that man Jonathan Clark. Hello. Last but not least, Chris Staples. Hello! It's time to raise the wall.
How's it going?
Actually, a lot better than I thought. I've never been jumping over anything that was like, you know, above here. Right now we're up to like right here.
We're like over 50 inches right now, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit harder this time. But I'm just gonna be safe, try to jump as high as I can. My knees back further and further, and dunk with 2 hands for safety.
No one eliminated that round. Let's see how high they can fly. Now we done went from 50 inches to 54 with the wall. Next up, Jordan Kilgannon. Hello! All the way from Orlando, Florida, CJ Champion. Hello! Guy Dupree. Jonathan Clark. Oh, he knocks off one of the bricks. Clark is eliminated.
Legs are getting a little tired, so it's all good. Not the result I needed, but I think I'm still in a pretty good place, so it's a long competition. Just gotta take care of my body and make sure I'm doing everything I can to get to this final and make this 50K.
I gotta make it.
Here comes that man, Chris Staples. Hello! Clark joins the bench, leaving Kilgannon, Staples, Guy, and CJ. Let's see how far they can go. Now we done gone from 54 to 59. Next up, Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer. Kilgannon clears 51.
Operator over the greatness, Jordan Kilgannon.
Here comes that man, Christopher John, AKA CJ Champion.
No prediction. He's out.
Take flight.
Yo, that's just did that. Jesus was with him.
Go next to it, see how tall you are to that.
For real. Wow. Here comes that man, Guy Dupree.
What happened?
Back of my head hit it. Then the wall was already on the other side a little bit, so. Not clearly. My head, the back of my head hit it.
Here comes that man, Chris Staples. Guy Dupree is out. Kilgannon, Staples, and CJ still hopping. Up we go to 61 inches. Now we're up to 61 inches at the wall. First up, Jordan Kilgannon.
That's what I picked.
You know I was gonna be mad taking all this time.
Hey man, your arm wasn't hurt, man.
Picked him to win.
Your arm wasn't hurt, man.
Jordan Kilgannon. That's not human right there. That's tough. I told you guys, he's tough. I think CJ's going. I don't know, man. CJ is a sleeper. He's the biggest sleeper right now. Don't sleep on that guy. Shortest guy in the competition. Bouncy.
Here comes that man from Orlando, Florida, Christopher John, AKA CJ Champion.
Crystal clear. crazy. I can't believe he got over it though.
The double pump that thing.
Cause he barely cleared the last one. That's what's
double pumping it. Double pumping that thing.
No smiles yet. No smiles yet. I gotta concentrate.
Next up from Saginaw, Michigan, here comes that man, Chris Staples.
Yeah, you clipped the side. Of the wall. You didn't clip the wall. You hit the wood.
Rule is if you knock over the bricks.
It depends because it's about the height. So he got the height.
He got the height.
That's what this is over.
Yeah.
So I'd have to see the playback, but if that's the case, the wall's about the height though. It ain't about like, oh, how centered he was, you know?
Right. He cleared the wall. After debating with the judges, we're calling it a dunk. Staples cleared the height of the brick wall, but his foot clipped the side. He moves on. Now we just went from 61 to 63. Let's see how high they can fly. Next up, all the way from Canada, Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer. Oh!
You got it?
And Jordan Kilgannon knocks over some bricks. Next up, my homeboy Chris Staples. Here we go! Hey, CJ. No. Next up, CJ Champion. If CJ can make this one, he wins the competition. After the end of the wall challenge, the final three dunkers, CJ Champion, Kilgannon, and Staples, could not clear and complete their dunk at 63 inches. The scores have been calculated. The top three get 9s, and second place gets straight 8s, and so on and so on. But that money is rolling on to that next competition, Twist on the Classic. The winner of Twist on the Classic gets 2 stacks, and it's an elimination round. Let's get it poppin'. Before there was Big, Jay-Z, and Nas, there was Rakim and Big Daddy Kane. And before there was Dunk League, there was legendary dunkers like Daryl Chocolate Thunder Dawkins, Spud Webb, and my personal favorite, Vinsanity. It's about to get heavy in here in the Dunk Cathedral. These 7 dunkers will all put their own personal twist on a classic dunk, paying homage to the past while paving a way for the future. If you want to make it out of the cathedral, you need to kill them and pray for them later. This next challenge is what I call Twist on the Classic. Challenge number 10. Each one of you will recreate a vintage dunk from the past and give your own personal twist on it. You'll each have 3 minutes to complete it. As always, the judges will be grading you on difficulty, creativity, and execution. And remember, last challenge we pushed the money, so it's a double stack this round. There might be a double stack on the line, but Ball and Kilgannon need to fight to stay alive. They are currently at the bottom of the overall ranking. Let's get it poppin'.
Took my money last round.
robbed us. I feel like Jordan and CJ should have split the money, but it's okay. I'm gonna get my money back. It's revenge right now. Now I have an attitude.
Here goes that first man off a twist on the classic, all the way from Alabama, Antoine Ball, AKA Southern Hospitality.
I'm gonna do the Dwight Howard Superman.
Got it flapping. Oh my gosh. You win, young fella. You win.
Antoine Ball, go!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Being assisted by Doug.
He gets that. That's it. All right. He got this.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Please catch
Let's
that.
go, Antoine. That's in the pocket, baby. Let's go.
Tough. I couldn't even see the basketball, so I don't know how he did it.
I'm gonna give him a 9 on his effort, man.
Next up, all the way from Kalamazoo, Michigan, here goes that man Doug Anderson, AKA Big Time Smasher.
All right, I'm doing a Gerald Green in my socks. My own little twist to it.
Okay, let's go. Not with those socks on.
Oh, funny.
Go! Oh, hey! Who needs shoes when you got skill?
Look at that, dog.
Let me look at that.
That was nice.
Oh yeah, I feel great about it. I dunked out of it the best I can with no traction whatsoever. So yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I feel like somebody got to do something super crazy to really top that. And knowing some of these guys, it might happen, but I think I won that.
Next up, all the way from Paris, that man Guy Dupuis, AKA the French villain.
My twist on the classic dunk is gonna be the Kobe Bryant between the legs. It's gonna just a lot better.
Show me.
Then they'll do it one more time. Yeah. Look at him. Check him out. Check him out.
Ask me how many times he is dedicated to Kobe Bryant.
This actually looks familiar. He did the same dunk last year, and he's doing it this year, but he's putting another twist to it right now. Let's check it out. Through the legs over 4 people. The champ is having some trouble. Here we go! Oh!
Huh?
Here we go!
There you go.
That was all right. I seen you dunk harder than that before.
Oh yeah, for sure. You definitely seen me dunk harder. You baby that one.
Next up, here comes that man Christopher John, AKA CJ Champion.
All right. I was thinking Dominique Wilkins reverse pump. I have my own little style to it.
Well, let's see it then.
CJ Champion, Dominique Wilkins, reverse dunk with a twist.
Pressure on him. He's got to get creative all the way. Okay. I think he must have heard you, John.
I'll tell you, if that's not a 4-9 or a 5-0, I'll be surprised.
This young cat is up and coming, bro. He's doing a lot of dope things out here. Wait till y'all see the end of this. This dude has destroyed this whole damn competition. CJ Champ.
I see you, buddy.
I think in a few years, CJ is definitely going to be.
Like you going to
They're going to run the top.
So I got it.
They're on the way up.
All that shit.
Like fast. On the way.
That's good though.
You know, see young people coming on the scene and seeing them grow and get better. It's like, makes me proud of them.
Y'all ask me what I'm doing, I don't want to tell them what I'm doing. I'm bringing out the big guns. That's what I'm doing.
Next up, here comes that man from Saginaw, Michigan, Chris Staples, a.k.a. Everybody Hates Chris.
All right, I'm doing the Glenn Robinson from the last slam dunk contest with a twist.
Back to you.
I mean, that was decent. Staples is trying to dunk over a double stack of people. Let's get it, man.
If he gets this, Chris is the guy right now. This is crazy, bro. This confidence must be in the cosmos for this one.
I can't watch.
It's crazy. It's not possible. Nobody jumping that high. No push off, clearing that. You might as well go sit on the rim.
Here we go!
Man, see, yeah, nah.
1 minute left, 1 minute left.
It's not working.
1 minute left.
If he could change it, that's what he's gonna need to do. But he's going again.
You cleared for takeoff. Just do it.
Last chance.
Here we go! That's what I'm talking about, baby!
That's what all the energy I had.
Easy, bro. I didn't think he was gonna get it. I thought you was out your head right now. I thought he was out his mind.
This is a tougher round. This is.
Yeah, it's a hard round.
Is it something you practiced before?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times. It's in a very explosive way. It's tough. Not too many people can do it. So hopefully the judges appreciate the technicality, the creativity, and the effort.
Up next, that man Jonathan Clark, a.k.a. The Jumper.
All right, so the classic dunk I chose is Isaiah Ryder's East Bay Funk dunk, and my twist is going to be I'm doing it off vertical.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, between his legs. How about it, Charles Barkley? What do you think? Oh, my God. That might be the best dunk I ever seen.
Oh, man, I almost missed it. No, you're good. What?
Yeah, no, I'm exhausted. But like tipped in or anything special, like I felt all rim and pulled that thing down. Is that the first time? Is that the first time you done? That's the first time I hit that on damn did a walk up? I don't even need to run. Just all vertical. You know? Raw. Let's get it. Dunk move.
I can barely dunk two hands all vertical. He went between his legs. There's not too many people in the world that can do that, man. That was crazy.
Here goes that internet sensation, Jordan Kilgannon, a.k.a. the Met Killer.
So I'm gonna do the Glenn Robinson over 3.
This is the same classic dunk that Staples did.
See, but I knew he was gonna do this time. I knew he was gonna do this.
Yeah, he didn't go talk.
That's why I did it. I knew it's a chess match. I knew he was gonna do it.
Win. I don't know.
Whoa.
First try, shorty. First try, shorty.
I invented that.
I invented the one.
I did the one. No, you're right. You did the lesser version, the crab.
Oh yeah, do the lesser.
You're right. You say you couldn't do it, so you gotta knock it down a bit, right?
Hey, no.
Be like 1,000,000% sure and make it first try. You killed that.
Everybody made their dunk. Everybody did their style. Everybody did their thing. So it's like,
Man, that's funny.
It's what the judges want to do.
That was a hard round to judge, but everybody brought their creativity out, and it was impressive.
Seeing these guys really come out, and especially Jordan, man, you know, after the last couple of competitions, you know, he was kind of down and out, you know, so he really brought out his game.
You know, we're halfway through the contest, and these guys got to pick what they wanted to do, so it was really up to their creativity. I feel like you bring out probably your best dunks right about now. The sheer athleticism we saw with the Doug in his socks, that was crazy. You know, Jay Clark's athleticism off the vert.
That vert was
next
crazy.
level. Jordan Kilgannon, I had never seen the Scorpion in person, so to see that in person was pretty dang impressive, even more so in the video. And then, yeah, like we said, Chris Staples. Right near the rim doing the, you know, regardless of just reaching back or straight up, it's still crazy.
Yeah,
definitely.
We just got through wrapping up Challenge 10 Twist on the Classic. These dunkers put their own style to some of the best dunks known to man. Time to rack up that $2,000 and give it to the winner. Man, let's go ahead and count these 2 racks. $120's $2,000. And our winner is... Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. You don't have to count it, we just counted it. Okay. What the hell is going on here? No, he just gave some to CJ.
So what's that money for? For winning the last round.
Because the winners were the last round. Now I'm gonna let you know something. This is a competition, and sometimes a competition don't be bigger than people's hearts. And this man, Jordan Kilgannon, just dropped off $2,000 for this challenge, but he broke it up because in the previous challenge, the top 3 couldn't make it over the wall, so they had to move over the 1,000 to this round. So he decided to break it up 3 ways. Shout out to that man, Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. That's dope. But now we come to that elimination round. The bottom 2 seeds will go head to head in the dunk off. Let's go to the scoreboard and see who it is. And the bottom 2 is the man that just won $2,000, Jordan Kilgannon, and the man all the way from Alabama, Antoine Ball, Southern Hospitality. And now we finna go to that dunk generator and see what the challenge is. Here we go. Dunker's choice is the challenge. Antoine Ball, Jordan Kilgannon, let's get it poppin'.
I was pretty upset seeing my own name at the bottom. Still after that win, but it is what it is. Makes it harder, but like I said, it'll make the victory that much better.
This right here is the elimination round, Dunker's choice. They have 2 minutes on the clock and as many attempts as it takes. First up, all the way from Alabama, here comes that man, Antoine Ball. Go! Oh. Come on.
How you feel about it?
Gotta see what he's gonna do. He's a weird guy, so.
What's he about to do? He's gonna windmill over 4, and he's gonna punch. Oh. I mean, he can't really punch it that hard because of his hand is hurt, but he's still gonna make it. It's easy.
Screw the hand.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna break his hand on this one.
Here comes that man, Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer. Uh-oh. 1 minute left, 1 minute left. Jordan Kilgannon.
It hurt.
Man, that was tough.
I know it hurt too.
Go to the judge now.
One of you has to go home. Who's it gonna be? We just got through wrapping up that elimination round, Dunker's choice, and it was a unanimous decision. And the winner is... straight from Canada, that man Jordan Kilgannon, AKA the Myth Killer. Shout out to that man Antoine Ball, representing Alabama to the fullest. You know what it is, Dunk League.
Austin is a soldier right now. Antoine Ball, tough. He stayed in the competition a long time. He actually he was silent about a lot of things. He was close in every ranking, so sucks to see him go, but that's the name of the game, and every round somebody must go.
This challenge is called Going the Distance. It's simple. Each of you will have 2 minutes to complete a dunk that combines distance and creativity. In the end, one of you will be lining your pockets. Let's get it!
Oh, hey, I harder than you wanted to.
Oh!